Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Just going to give everybody a moment to get settled, to hop on, to roll out their mats. We've got a really nice, invigorating vinyasa class this morning, 60 minutes, and as always, we'll begin with a little bit of a meditation just to get super grounded before we start moving. So grab some water. If you prefer to sit on a pillow or a blanket or a block for the meditation, you can grab that. Otherwise, you won't need any props for class. Just a reminder that we meet here every Monday morning at 9:30 Central Time. If you missed the live stream, that's all right. All the live videos live on my YouTube channel for you to access at any point throughout your day, throughout the week. And if you like what you're seeing and you enjoy practicing with me, please subscribe so you can be the first to know about all of our new classes, live streams, all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start in a comfortable shape. I'm going to remain seated. You can also lie down on your back if you prefer. And let's get started. So go ahead wherever you are. Just close your eyes for a moment. And begin with a few rounds of just cleansing breath. So taking longer, fuller inhales and fuller exhales. Just noticing how the breath, especially the exhale, really softens the body and brings some ease into the shoulders, maybe the lower belly. Begin to create some awareness in your body, just noticing any places that you might be holding onto tightness, to tension. Just really allowing those places to soften. Maybe allowing the space between the eyes to soften, the jaw, the tongue. Just really taking note of how the breath feels in your body this morning. And anything that you have to do later today, later this week, just put it aside for this hour that we have together. So for class this morning, we're really going to put in the work to create some energy and space and sensations in the body as we move and breathe together. And this is an opportunity to really take note of the value of work. And this is not just within a yoga practice or your workout, but really finding value in work throughout your entire day. It can be from the smallest tasks to the biggest tasks. You know, there's work in folding laundry. There's work in making dinner. There's also value in your job, your passions. And just taking time to be fully present throughout your day, to notice those moments, and to really take time to value the work that you do. A lot of times we think if we don't have a huge project we're working on, or we've made a big move at work, that there's no value in what we're doing. So let's start noticing the value in what we're doing with our yoga practice this morning, and the movement and the shapes, and then take that with us throughout the rest of our day. Take a really big breath in. Open the mouth. Once more like that. Inhale. And exhale. As you're ready, gently blink your eyes open. And let's make our way all the way down onto our belly to start here. So we'll take a few rounds of Cobra. So rest the wrists right under your shoulders and just gently bring the elbows in towards one another. Tops of your feet on the earth. Take a big breath and a breath out. And then inhale, just gently press down into the earth, lifting the chest. Keep pressing the tops of your feet down into your mat as you lengthen through the neck. And then exhale, gently roll yourself back down. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Nice Ujjayi breath here. In and out the nose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, lower down. Let's take one more like that. So inhale, really lengthen the crown of the head up. Exhale, lower down. And then roll yourself into a child's pose at the back of your mat. Let's go ahead and bring the knees to touch, resting the torso on top of the thighs, forehead on the earth. Just taking a moment to connect. Really breathe into the back of the body. And then coming into a tabletop position. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow to warm up the body this morning. So inhale, drop your belly down towards the mat and really soften your elbows as you pull your heart through. And then exhale, round through the spine, press down into the earth, really create space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Really hear your breath this morning. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. And round on the exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Come back to a neutral spine here. Let's extend the right arm forward, the left foot back. Really hug the belly button towards your spine to lift, protect the back, to activate the core. And then really reach forward as you actively kick back behind you, just creating more length in the body. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale the other side, left hand reaches forward, right foot back. And again, you can even take your fingertips and touch the lower belly, just a reminder to really hug in, to activate the core in every single shape. And breathe. Reach a little bit further on the inhale, and then release on the exhale. Let's take it again. Other side, right hand forward, left foot back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Other side, left hand forward, right foot back. Inhale. And exhale. And then the other side, inhale. It kind of feels like walking in place a little bit. Exhale, lower. Other side, left arm forward, right foot back. Inhale. And exhale. One more time each side. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, lower. One more inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And then just give your feet a little pedal here, bending one knee and then the other. Really create some space in the back of your legs here. So once you're done pedaling the feet, find some stillness. We'll soften behind the knees, but really send the tailbone up and back. Notice how just that subtle motion of sending the tailbone up creates more space in the back of the legs and the hamstrings. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch there. And as you're lengthening the tailbone, you're driving the heels down towards the floor. So they're not going to necessarily touch. It's just that motion or that act of driving down to create a stretch in the body. And then soften your elbows. Really drop your head down. And the belly is active here. So lower belly in and up. And breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, walk the feet forward. We'll come into ragdoll, soften the knees. You can even bend the knees a lot if you'd like. And really drop the head down towards your mat, grabbing opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale. Breathe in. Release the hands as you exhale. So we're going to move through our sun salutation A little bit quicker this morning just to create extra heat in the body. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, rise all the way up for mountain pose. Big breath in as you reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. High plank on the exhale. So here's where you can decide how to move. So you can take chaturanga, lowering halfway down. You can also take that with your knees on the floor. And then you can take either cobra, which is how we started practice, or for a little extra, take upward facing dog by pressing the tops of your feet into the earth so your thighs lift. So this is the inhale, pulling the heart through, and the exhale is downward facing dog. So take any version of that you like. Maybe experiment with a couple different ones. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees as you look forward and take one step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank. Now we'll pause here for a breath in, and then you'll move on the exhale. Upward facing dog, or maybe baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. Opposite foot steps to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. On the exhale, fold, soften the knees. Inhale to a flat back, really lengthen the spine. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, pause in your high plank, and then exhale, move. If you're taking chaturanga, hug your elbows in. If you're taking upward facing dog, lengthen the neck. Downward facing dog. Big breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels, bend the knees, look forward. Let's try hopping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose. Fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank on the exhale. Pause for the inhale. Move on the exhale. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Last sun A, lift your heels, bend your knees and look forward, hop step to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, big breath, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank. Take a breath and move on the exhale. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Just breathe here for a moment. If at any point throughout your practice you need a moment, child's pose is always available for you to drop down to catch your breath. But maybe find a little bit of a challenge here and try to remain in downward facing dog and just deepen your breath. And really feel your body working here in downward facing dog. So this is a shape that we visit a lot in our yoga practice. So sometimes we kind of check out when we're here. But notice the work that's being done in the body in this shape. For 2 more breaths. Last breath in. This time open your mouth on the exhale. Really nice. All right, back in downward facing dog. We'll keep moving here. On an inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, we'll step it through. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So you're going to go ahead and step your back foot to the middle of your mat to shorten your stance here. You want your front heel to line up with your back heel. So wiggle walk your feet so they're at least close to be in line. And then we'll inhale here, find a little bit of length in the spine. And then exhale, just forward fold. So you're folding over the right leg. Keep your legs really powerful and active here by drawing your kneecaps up on the legs, by really grounding down through all 4 corners of your feet. So especially the left heel, it wants to kind of pop up. Keep grounding it down into the mat. And then really drop your head down towards the floor. Use the belly, the strength from your core, to maybe fold a little bit deeper. Really breathe into the back of the legs. Take 1 more breath in and out. So here's where we're going to play. So take your time as you move into this. We're going to start to lift the heels up, coming onto the tiptoes here. So I want you to be careful to not just lock the feet into a tiptoe position onto the balls of your feet, but rather use the strength from the calf muscle to lift your heels. So it's just a slight lift of the heels. And I want you to really feel the connection between the toes, the balls of your feet with the mat. Really ground down and breathe. For 1 more inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower the heels back down. Now bring your hands to your hips, flat back, inhale, lengthen all the way up. Whew. Just shake out the front leg for a minute. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, we'll start to fold again, but this time we'll move into standing split. So soften the right knee as you start to kick the left leg high, fingertips down towards the floor. And really square the hips off here to start. So what I mean by that is take the left hip and drive it down towards your mat. Hug this outer right hip in. Activate the inner thighs here and then really flex your left toes down towards the floor. So this is a lot more involved than just kicking your foot all the way up and opening up the hip. So we're really hugging the hips in here to create a little more heat, a little more intensity. Take another big breath and a breath out. And then gently release all the way down to the mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Extend the arms high. So from here, give yourself a wide base. Wiggle walking the feet left and right, front to back, whatever you need. Extend the arms up. But find some softness here in the upper body, so the shoulders, the jaw, the face. And then the lower half of your body is really working here for you. So the thighs are active, pulling towards one another. That front heel is really pressing down into your mat. And then noticing the breath. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and we're just going to pulse here, hovering the back knee down towards the floor. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, crescent, reach back up. Exhale, warrior two, open up. So we're still bending into that right knee, reaching forward, and also reaching back behind you, creating even more space in the upper body. And then really ground down through the outer edge of your back foot. Feel the strength from your back leg. Lower belly in and up. Breathe here. For 2 more breaths. See if you can find a lot of length here on the inhale and the exhale. And now flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. But instead of reaching all the way back, I want you to think about reaching up. So you're creating space here. And really feel that subtle difference of lengthening the shoulder and the fingertips up towards the ceiling. For 1 more breath in, exhale, we'll come into goddess. So it's a deep squat here. Toes out, heels in. Up to you what you'd like to do with the arms. It's nice to just rest them at the heart, pressing your palms together, or you can extend them out or all the way up. Connect here with the breath. Feel the sensations in your body. And keep your heart lifted by stacking your shoulders on top of the hips. For 1 more breath. And out. Now inhale, come to stand. Rotate the feet in towards one another. So the toes are in, heels are slightly out. Take a big breath in. And then fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide leg fold here. Take a couple of cleansing exhales. Release a little bit of heat. So another fun option we can try, and if you're not interested, you can just remain in this forward fold. You're going to start to walk your hands back behind you through the legs. Really ground down through your palms and your fingertips to help you stabilize here. And then we're going to start to rock the weight into the balls of the feet to lift the heels and then lower the heels down. So we'll lift the heels, lower down. A lot of this strength comes from the belly, so notice the core. Pull your belly button toward your spine. So we've got 5 more. So 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lift the heels and lower down. And release the hands, drop the head. That's a lot more challenging than it looks. Take a breath in, halfway lift. And then exhale, walk to the back of your mat here, bending in the left knee. Let's drop the back knee down for a low lunge. Just give yourself a moment to catch your breath. Really noticing the stretch in the hips here. And then gently float the left hand high for a twist. Really lengthen up. Really twist on the exhale. Notice how the body just naturally wants to twist deeper when you wring out the air from the lungs as you exhale. That's why the breath is so important to help you move through a yoga practice. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Back to downward facing dog. All right. So we'll take that on the other side. Take a big breath in. Release the air out. Lift your left leg high as you inhale. Exhale, step through, setting up for pyramid. So again, give yourself a shorter stance here. That way you can really ground down through both feet. Maybe wiggle walk the feet so the heels line up here. And then just take a moment to find some length in the spine. Inhale. And then fold over the left leg as you exhale. Now again, activate the legs. Activate the belly. Really feel the stretch behind the left leg here. Ground down through the back heel. Breathe. For 2 more breaths. Last breath in and out. Now plant the hands down on the floor or remain on the fingertips. We'll start to lift the heels up. So since the heels are lifted, that doesn't mean the legs are not working. We're still pulling the kneecaps up on the legs, really activating the muscles here. And see if you can fold a little deeper over the left leg. You've got 1 more breath in, and then we'll gently lower down. Exhale. Hands to your hips, flat back, lift up on an inhale. And just kind of wiggle out, shake out that front leg, the left leg. All right, from here, really ground down through your front foot. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll start to fold, coming into standing split. As you're folding, you're lifting that right foot high, fingertips to the floor. So you can make that transition really slow. There's no rush. And then once you're here, bring your attention to your right hip and really drop down towards the floor, hugging the inner thighs in, hugging the outer left hip in. Feel that connection, that strength, that power. Feel the body working here in standing split. And really activate your right foot. So don't just let it hang out up here. Flex the toes towards the floor as you drive the heel high. For 1 more breath in, and stay for the breath out. Gently drop the back foot down. Setting up for crescent lunge. On an inhale, lift the arms high. So give yourself a moment to settle in on this side. Inner thighs are super active and pulling in towards one another. Notice how when you do that, the hips square forward. And then really hug the outer left hip in. Activate the right leg. And then soften the shoulders and the face. Really bring some life into your fingertips here. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to take those little pulses. We're going to take 10, since I did that on the other side. So start to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach back up. Exhale, warrior 2. Now you'll have to adjust your feet here so they're in one line. You want your front heel to line up with your back arch. And then you want to pull the lower belly in so you can tuck the pelvis under and the tailbone descends down towards the floor. Extend the arms wide. 3 breaths here. Two more. Last breath in. Stay for the breath out. And now we'll keep the legs exactly where they are. Just flip the front palm. Lengthen here. Reverse warrior. Find the space and the left side body, space between the ribs. One more breath in. Exhale, goddess. So really ground down through your heels. You can even lift your toes to make sure the weight is in your heels. And then send your knees back. So you're opening up the hips versus letting the knees come in. Nice long spine. And breathe. For 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Hands to your hips, come to stand. We're going to take another wide leg forward fold. This time, let's take a shoulder rinse. So clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, bow down. And take a little sway of the hips or whatever movement feels good. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. And gently release the bind, just bringing the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, we'll walk back towards the front of your mat so the right foot is forward. Drop the back knee down. Low lunge here for a few breaths. Just keeping the fingertips on the earth. Lifting the heart through, lifting the heart forward. And bring your awareness to your left hip. And then inhale, take the right arm high for a twist. So just really remain present in this moment, present in your body. Just feel the work that's being done. Take one more inhale. Exhale, float your right hand down, back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath. Sigh it out. Do that again, inhale. And exhale. All right, lift your left leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step through runner's lunge. So we'll keep the back knee lifted here, really pulling the heart through, nice long neck, crown of your head is reaching forward. Take a breath in and an exhale. So moving into side plank, we're gonna move through this slow. You're gonna plant the right hand down on your mat here, spreading your fingers wide. And then rotate both feet so they're facing the left side of your mat. Extend the left arm high. And just pause here for a moment. Feel the lift in your hips as you drive this left heel down. Now you can stay here, or you can start to step this left foot back to meet the right. Stacking the feet, stacking the hips and the shoulders. Now let's take some arm circles. So as you inhale, reach up, and then exhale, start to circle forward and down. Inhale back up, exhale forward and down. One more, and exhale. Inhale, reach up, side plank, lift the hips. Exhale, high plank, and lower all the way down to your belly. We'll take cobra. So just as we started, wrists under your shoulders, tops of your feet firmly planting on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Snake your way back to down dog. From here, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. So for the sake of this shape today, bring your big toes to touch and then leave a little space between your heels, almost like a little triangle between your feet. And really send the weight back into your heels, lowering the hips down. Keep the lower belly in. And then pull your heart through, lifting the arms high. If that's too much, you can bring your hands to your heart. Deep breath here. So this is a challenging shape. Really feel the sensations in your body and the breath. Allow yourself to really be in the process here, to notice what's going on. For one more breath in, exhale, drinking bird. So we're gonna swing the palms back by the hips. Keep your chair, so we're still sitting here. We're starting to lift the heels. Now, the legs are gonna shake, mine are shaking. So again, you don't wanna lock out, because then you're not really doing much there. So you wanna use the leg muscles to lift the heels. For one more breath in and out. And then inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes here. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out. Do that once more. And exhale. Really nice. Open your eyes. Step out to the left side, left foot back. Triangle to the back of your mat. Right toes face the left side of your mat. Left toes face the back. Heel to arch alignment here. Take the arms out to a T shape. Tuck the hips under. Use the strength from your belly. Start to reach out over the left toes. Reach, reach, reach till you can't reach anymore. And then bring the left fingertips down to your shin. Right arm high. So it's super important to keep your hips tucked under here, and that strength comes from the lower belly. Activate both legs. Really breathe into the right side body. Take your gaze up for 2 more breaths. One more inhale and out. Extended side angle. Bend into the left knee, left elbow on the left knee. Keep reaching the right arm high. If you want to go deeper, take the left fingertips down inside the left foot, and then take this right arm over towards the front. So here, if you've got your elbow in contact with your left knee, I want you to press the elbow into your left knee and press your knee into your elbow. Notice what that does for the hips. A deeper stretch. 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, release. High plank, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. And a breath out. Right leg lifts as you inhale. And then step through runner's lunge here. Really pull your heart through. Lengthen the spine. For 1 more breath. And exhale. Left hand plants down on the earth. Really spread your fingers wide here. Moving into side plank, rotate both feet facing this left edge of your mat. And then we'll just pause here for a moment with the right heel down on the floor. Hips are lifting. Reach up towards the ceiling. And then options to stay or to step back, to stack the feet, to lift the hips and really stack the hips. We have a tendency to roll open, pull that right hip on top of the left. And then we'll circle here. So inhale, exhale forward and down. Inhale back up, exhale. 1 more, and down. Inhale, side plank, lift, high plank, and then lower all the way down to your belly. We'll set up for Cobra. 3 rounds of Cobra. On an inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And release. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Let it go. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Hop. Halfway. Fold. Chair pose, inhale. So maybe sit a little bit lower this round. Really extending the chest forward, shining the heart through. One more inhale. Exhale, drinking bird. So swing the palms back as you start to lift the heels. Keep pulling the shoulder blades together to keep the heart lifted. So you don't want to nose dive down. We're looking up. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then we'll take that right foot, we'll step out to the left. Triangle back towards the front. Left toes face the left edge. Right toes face forward. Heel to arch alignment here. Tuck the hips under. Arms out to a T. Reach. And then when you're ready, right fingertips to the right shin. Extend the left arm high. Don't let the hips poke out behind you. Keep them tucked under. Feel the stretch in the left side body. Two more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Extended side angle bend into the right knee. You can widen your stance if you need. Right elbow to right knee. The left arm is still reaching high. And you can stay right here or go a little further. Left fingertips down, pressing against the right knee. Or excuse me, right fingertips down, pressing against the right knee, and extend this left arm high. Maybe take it over your head for two more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank. Back to down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Look forward. Walk, step, or hop to the top. Come all the way down to a seat. All right. So moving into boat pose here. So we're just going to hold boat pose for 5 breaths. So a couple of options in boat. You can keep your toes on the earth, belly in, spine is nice and long, or you can extend up, reaching forward or behind the legs. Now, if you really want to extend all the way, you can straighten the legs and reach high. So we've got 5 breaths here. Really pull the heart through and engage the belly. So breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So don't let the heart start to droop. Keep lifting. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Lay all the way down on your back. Extend your feet up to the ceiling. Now from here, we'll take little pulses, reaching up towards our feet. So pull the belly button towards your spine. Activate your breath. And then we'll pulse up for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands behind your head. Keep your feet extended up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in and out. And then we'll just switch. We just got 10 of these. Right foot hovers down. And then switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug in. And exhale. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And rest the soles of your feet on your mat, hip width apart. Setting up for bridge pose. When you're ready, lift your hips high on the inhale. You can rest the arms by your sides, or you can wiggle, walk the shoulder blades together, clasping the hands under your back. Really drive the heels down to lift the hips high. Big stretch in the front of the body. Use the breath. 2 more. Last breath in. Exhale, release. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet touch. Rest your hands on your belly. Close your eyes. Feel your connection with your breath. Give yourself a moment to just acknowledge the work you've done. And acknowledge yourself even in this moment. The stillness is still work. So there's value in the smallest of tasks all the way to the biggest of tasks. Take a big breath in. And let it go. Exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop your knees over to the left side. Take a supine twist here. Begin to really lengthen your inhales and exhales as we start to slow the heart rate down. And then come back to center. Take it to the other side here. Knees drop over to the right. Come back to center. Find your way up to a seat, legs out in front of you. And then we'll extend the arms high on the inhale. And gently fold over the legs. You can bend your knees if you need. Create extra space in the back of the body with your breath. And gently start to lift yourself all the way up. Let's take double pigeon. I'm going to turn to face you. Right leg is down first. Stack the left on top of the right. Your shins will be in line here, your feet are flexed. Just rest your hands on the left leg, closing your eyes. Deepen your breath. Gently blink your eyes open. Take the right palm to the outside of your left knee and give yourself a twist. Keep your spine long. Come back, swap sides here. Gently blink your eyes open. Left palm to the right knee. Lengthen your spine here as you twist. And back to center. Lie all the way down on your back. And we'll take happy baby here. Release the outer edges of your feet. Extend the feet up for an inversion of your choice. Get the ankles stacked on top of your hips here. Take 3 more breaths. And gently release. Bring your feet to the floor. Gently windshield wiper the knees side to side, nice and slow. Just releasing any left tension in the body. Just a few more rounds. And then go ahead and take a full body stretch. Lengthen the limbs long on the mat. Take a big breath. And release, exhale. Come into your final shape. Close your eyes. Feel the heaviness of your limbs, of your body on the earth. Just allow all the benefits from your hard work to soak in. Shavasana. Take a really big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Begin to create some awareness back into your body. Draw your knees into your chest, roll over to one side. And then nice and slow, find your way to a seat and bring your hands to your heart. Let's all take a deep breath in and let it go. Remember to be present throughout your day in every moment. Take time to acknowledge every task and to find value in all that you do. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you.